Alrighty, guys. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or wherever the hell it is that you are. Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Gardendale Garage here in beautiful Alabama. All right. Now, we've got a four console stream here, okay? And we're going to start off here with this one here, which is a 1 terabyte one, okay? What we're going to do with it is we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a demonstration on how to get this thing online. Okay, set it up, all that happy nonsense just to let you know what, where, how, and who. Okay, because there's a lot of new people out there that are buying these things left and right and they don't know. And, I want them to understand how to get this thing up on their network for the first time so that way then they get acclimated with it. So, anyway, all right, what we have here is we have Day Day. What's up, Will? How are you, man? Good to see you. Now, Day Day, he bought a console off the website. Well, actually, through Cash App with me because he was like, just, it was just nuts. But anyway, he bought this thing. It's a 1 terabyte. All right, it's got remote LEDs in it. We modded the ROL for him and everything. And well, let's fire it up. Okay, now as you can see, we'll turn up the light for a little more effect here. Okay, now as you can see, we've got a bunch of LEDs in here. These are programmable, addressable. All right, so they turn all different colors. Okay, green, red, blue, yellow, cyan, purple. And you hit it on auto, and it'll do all kinds of crazy stuff. And then you can speed it up. You can slow it down. Doesn't matter. I mean, whatever you want to do with it. Okay. So anyway. And then, of course, we did your ROL for you as you wanted. Okay. But now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I want you to pay attention to the screen. All right. Now, hopefully, let me back this up a little bit here so that way then you can see it a little better because I want to get the whole screen in effect. All right. Now, okay, as you can see, we booted up. Welcome to Alliance. Set up on Aurora. Okay, so that way then, you have a dashboard to work with. You also have FX menu on this thing, and XEX menu as well. All right, and there's a whole crap load of stuff on this thing. All right, so right now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to sync up a controller here. Okay, and right now we're in show all. It shows everything that's on the hard drive. Okay, now look, hitting the back button, that will bring you to a file manager, give you your local IP address, and then of course you got scripts you start, reboot, and shut down. And then hitting the start button will bring you to the business end of this thing where you can download and import your assets. Okay, your profile, you can have auto sign in. Um, you can go ahead and you can let's see here. You can content, and that's of course where all your stuff is on the hard drive, modules, language, security, and about. All right, and then of course, okay, if you hit RB, okay, that's gonna move. That's gonna give you a context menu here, and then just move over with the D-pad, and those are all your Xbox 360 games. Okay, and we'll go through them as you can see. Feel 4 now. I know that Day Day here is a loves fighting games. Okay, so well, not in shooter wise, but in like punch people in the face wise. Okay, hey Sage, how are you, man? Good to see you, brother. What you been up to? Um, so anyway, I went ahead and as you can see, there's a complement of games. You got MMA, what you wanted, Fable 2, Fight Night, all the Gears of War series, Grand Theft series, your Halo series, Hitman, Kane and Lynch, okay, Madden 25, Medal of Honor, okay, Minecraft, and then of course you got NBA, and you got the NBA series. All right, you got NBA Jam, then you got of course football 12, 14, NHL 12, PGR 4, PopCap Collection, Red Dead Redemption. I mean, you got a bunch of Resident Evils on there, and then of course you got your SmackDown and your SmackDown Raw. I figure you like that TNA Impact, UFC 3. All right, and you got a ton of stuff on here, and all wrestling series, WrestleMania, so on and so forth. SmackDown 2011, that'll bring you back. That really brings you back right there. So, so on and so forth. So there's a shit ton of games on this thing. All right, and you're not done there because then we go over the Xbox Live Arcade, and there is a ton of Xbox Live Arcade on this thing as well. Okay, so you got a ton of stuff to choose from, including Goat Simulator and, of course, the HD version of 007 that was repacked by Smod. Then you got your homebrew section where your tools reside. All right, and this goes standard with all the consoles, of course. But of course, depending upon the hard drive size, that's going to dictate what you have on it. Okay, because you can only stuff so much on a hard drive. Okay, so anyway, you got your classic games, your Grand Theft series. There's a lot of Madden and just the old time games that we all know and love and played on the original Xbox. Then you have your indie games. Okay, you got a ton of them. All right. Then of course, you got your emulators. Okay, and just name alone is 7,000 ROM. So stand-up arcade games. If you're into the fighting stand-up arcade games like the old side scrollers and everything, well, you're gonna have a ton of them too. All right, and then of course show all. We're back to show all. That shows everything that's in the hard drive. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do here is we will go ahead. We will go to Xbox 360, and I'll tell you what. We'll go to the dashboard. All right, there's your dashboard right there. It's also located in Homebrew under the Homebrew section. Okay. Anyway, we'll fire that up. All right, and you will see that the console is up. It's online. Okay. Well, again, James Butter, you're on Alliance Live. Welcome to Alliance Live. You have 29 reserved days left. Got it? Good. Okay. Bypass the sign in. All right, and you'll see that it's up, it's online, it's live. Okay, it's got a good KV. All right, over in our tabs here, we have our BO2 cheats, Ghost cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats. We're working on the Advanced Warfare cheats as we speak right now. Okay, so anyway, to enable them, just hit A. To disable, hit A. Pretty simple. All right, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead now and we'll bring this back to Aurora by going to Xbox Home and just bring it back. No big deal. And then that will take you back to Aurora. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here, okay, is first off, I'm going to sign in with an offline profile. Okay. That way, then you can see what, where, how, and who. Now, I'm going to show you some games on this thing. All right. So we'll go ahead. We'll go on over to Xbox 360. All right. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll go on over to, let's see here. First thing we'll do is, let's see, where the heck is it? God, there's so many. Okay. I'm getting lost here. There we go. Okay, so anyway, we'll start off with NCAA Football 14. Now, this has got college football revamped, okay, on it, version 11.2. All right, so it's got all the latest mod. It's got all the latest mod on it, okay, but you have to go to college football revamped GitHub, okay? Go there. If there's ever an update, that's where you update it from, okay, because they post up new files once a month. There's a whole bunch of rosters on there that you can download and you can hash. You have to do that within your profile. So once you get on live and on your profile and everything else, then you can go ahead. You can download a roster, hash it to the console. Also, Stu Douglas, who is a good friend of mine. Okay, Stu will help you guys. Who have problems, hashing a roster or whatever. Okay, or don't know how to do it. All right, now the instructions are on the college football revamped GitHub. Okay, and how to do that. Okay. However, though, okay, I mean, just so you know that I mean, sometimes things can get a little crazy or whatever, and you're not understanding, how to hash it, and put it in the content folder and the save games and all that. So if you don't know that, I mean, Stu will be a very, very big help to you, okay? Because he offered to help, so I mean, and he's got it down to a science. So you look him up on Facebook. He's Stu Douglas, okay, on Facebook. And if you have any problems hashing a roster or whatever, you hit him up, and he'll be able to help you, no problems, okay? Uh, so right now, as you can see, there's college football revamped. Okay, it all works. Everything is already set up and all that kind of good stuff. As you can see, your dynasty, your road to glory, 2020 season, ultimate team, Xbox Live, team management settings. Okay, college football revamped, the EA Sports extras, and of course my NCAA legacy. All right, it all works. All you got to do is just get a profile, get online, all right, and load your profile in, and then once you do that, you can go ahead and download whatever rosters you want, or if you have friends or whatever that have rosters, download them, hash them to the console, and you're good to go. All right. So anyway, we're gonna get out of here, bring this out. Now what we're gonna do? All right. Hey, Chris, there he is. How you doing there, Mr. Wright? Good to see you. Yeah. Chris, a good buddy of mine. Been around for a long time. I've known him for many years. And his antics and my antics. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's your college football revamped. Okay. Now look. Okay. Go to Xbox 360 games. All right. Now, just to show you GTA 5. All right. A lot of people ask me. Okay. So there's Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, you've got, I do believe you have lifetime purge on this thing. So we'll go ahead. We'll fire that up. All right. And I already got it set up for you on there. So now what's going to happen is we're going to wind up getting a text box, and it's going to go ahead. It's going to say D-pad left and X to open the menu. All right, that's what you want to select. Okay, right there, hit A right there. Okay, and off we go. Now it's going to load into a game save, and I'm going to show you a couple little mods on this thing. With the menu or whatnot. Okay, it's a really good menu. It's been around for a long time. All right, and it's a very stable menu. Works really good. Lots of stuff you can do in there. All right, now also, after this, I'm gonna show you the BO2 cheats and you know, and of course the off host and Sentinel and zombies with that. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll show you how to get it online for the first time. All right, because that's rather important, and you really need to pay attention to that because if you don't, you're gonna wind up with a mess on your hands. Okay, and I don't want to see that. I want you to be able to just do what I'm telling you to do in the video and get online. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. All right, that's what it needs to do. Okay, so anyway, we're just gonna load this up here. It's going good, man. Oh, I know, Chris. Let me tell you what, those gas prices are ridiculous, dude. I told you, I knew, I think we all knew it. Okay, we all knew what was going to happen when that schlep got in. Okay, I mean, instant gas prices up, everybody fighting, wars in Israel and Palestinians, and they're just looking at us like going like, hey, he ain't gonna do nothing. He's an idiot. I mean, what am I gonna tell you? Okay, I mean, seriously. And it's like, and they aren't. And I mean, like I said, then they said they hacked the Colonial Pipeline. No, that was a bunch of bull crap. They didn't hack the Colonial Pipeline. The government did it on purpose just to explain the gas prices rising. What's going to happen in about a year? What are we going to do? Pay $7 a gallon? I can see it happening. Okay, please don't even go there. Wait till people start rioting because they can't go to work and they can't feed their family because the gas prices outweigh their paycheck. Okay, I mean seriously, really? All right. So anyway, I don't like getting into politics. Don't even get me going. All right, don't even get me going. All right. So anyway, okay, Day, you out there? Good. All right, here you go. D-pad left and X to open it. Okay, as you can see. And what we'll do here. Whoop. Oh, I hit that. Dang it. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. No, I don't want to. No, I want to get out of there. Okay, so. Sorry about that. Okay, so anyway, hit the back button. Okay, now look. Here we are. We're going to go to quick start options. Use A to select. Okay. Show squeakers, God mode, all that crap. Here you go. Okay. There we go. We'll turn all that on. Quick options. We'll do improve fly mode, all that crap. Okay. Um, we'll go back down here. We'll go to misc options, and what we'll do is we'll back up the time a little bit so you can see a little better. Okay. Here we go. There you go. Nice and bright. Okay. Now we'll back out of here by hitting B. All right. Um. Now what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and we'll go to bodyguards because I never roll alone. Okay, you always got to have some stun gun strippers and they're nice boobies to keep you warm. Ooh, look at that nipples. Yes, yeah. Happy birthday to me. Okay, so anyway, yeah. Now we're back out of there. Okay. Sorry, I get a little out of hand every now and then. All right, weapons options. Okay, we'll do the tank gun and the artillery gun, and then we'll do the frickin' let's see here, grenade gun. Yeah, that works real good. Fire ammo and explosive ammo. Yeah, that all works real good. We'll back out of there, and then we'll back out of there. All right, we'll close the menu with D-pad left and X. Okay, bitch, out of my way. Get out of my. I meant to trip over the motorcycle. Okay, now let's see here. We'll grab a weapon. There we go. And pretty much, yeah, we could do a lot of stuff with this. Okay, as you can see. Yeah, people screaming, dying, getting blown up, all that kind of good stuff. G-strings on fire. Oh yeah, grenades, everything, all over the damn place. There you go. Okay? So anyway, as you can see, we can do all kinds of crazy stuff with this thing. Okay? And get rid of everybody and everything in sight, including cars and everybody else, too. Now, okay. So anyway, yeah, and then as a getaway vehicle, we can go to Los Santos Customs, and we can do a vehicle spawner, and then we can, let's see here, and spawn a motorcycle, okay? Yeah, this time yeah, there we go. Okay. Come on, bitch, get on. Hurry up, I ain't got all day. Okay? Oh my God. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, and then of course we can fly through the air and exit the place, okay? Because we have improved fly mode on this, okay? Which makes you fly around, as you can see, through the air. And then of course, if you need some money, just drop off some strippers. Let them go do their business, and pretty much make all kinds of Good stuff with that. Ah, you like the way it flew through here and landed sideways on this thing. Look, I'm upside down on the damn thing. Jesus Christ. Get me on the ground. There we go. So anyway, yeah, fly through the trees and everything else, yeah. And as you can see, we have a nice little view of the city there, okay? So there you go. And then we could just land this crazy thing. Yeah, just like that. See, I'm okay. I'm okay. And we just blow shit up, okay? So anyway, like I said, yeah, works really good. So anyway, that's Purge in GTA 5, all right? Anyway, now we'll back out of here, and then we'll back out of here. I'm gonna close this off. Things falling apart around me and everything. Yeah. All right. Anyway, we'll get out of here. Okay. Now, he's Mr. Magoo. Oh, I can't agree with you more, man. Mr. Magoo. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I didn't mean to trip over that mic. Okay. Okay. So now we're back home here. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead. We'll go to Xbox 360. Okay. Um. We'll go to let's see here. We'll do a little BO2 just to show you what we're how and who with this thing. All right. Because I can tackle everything in one shot. And I can't believe how busy the BO2 servers have been. I'm like going like because I got an online profile here that I use just to test these things and make sure they go online and everything. And getting on there, I'm like going like, wow. I mean, today the lobby was full like 4 times, and I was just like, Jesus, man. I was like, people love that game for some reason, which is cool. That's all cool. All right. So anyway, now press start. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, okay. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead. We'll go to multiplayer. All right. And multiplayer, of course, we're gonna do an offline one. All right, just to show you. I might put myself online for like Ghosts or whatever. All right, but anyway, okay. Look, now here's what we're gonna do. We'll do a little local game right here. We'll set up some bots. Okay, and then we'll start the match. Now for the off host, D-pad left to open it, X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close it. Okay, for Jiggy, hold and left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick, open it up, A to select, X to back out. All right, now I know that it might get a little crazy for you at first because that's the way it is because you don't know what, where, how, and who. But once you get used to it, it's not terrible. All right. With Jiggy though, to go online, you have to go and force the host. Okay. So what you would have to do is go into a session like this. All right, and then of course you would go ahead and hit the hold left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. That would be Jiggy. Now I'm gonna go to main mods first. So I'm gonna do quick mods, so that way I'm in God mode. It turns everything on over here. Now I'm gonna hit X to back out of there. Now in your own session, you go in here, you go to host only. Whoop, wrong one. Go to host only. Okay, and then there's that force host, you hit A. But I'm going to tell you though right now, with Jiggy, when you force the host, okay, you're going to limit the networking capability. Well, you're going to limit it because you're going to have to be the host on this thing, where it's going to go ahead and send off to people. And if people are out of your range for you to be a good host, you're not going to get connected, okay? Now, mind you, I haven't had too many problems with it. It worked great. But, I mean, just remember that it will slow next network connection rate down because you are forcing the host, okay? Just to let you know. All right. But anyway, that's how you do that, and you can get Jiggy online along with the server off host, okay? So we'll go ahead and we'll do some little modifications. Okay, we'll hit A, and we'll add some swarms and some grenades and some dog bullets and some flare bullets. Yeah, that works, okay? And we'll back out of there, and we'll back out of there. Now, the off host, you don't have to force the host or anything with this, okay? If you're not going to use Jiggy, you can just use the off host online. D-pad left to open it. There's the off host. X to select. We can turn all this crap on right here, okay? Aimbot, we can do aimbot, on screen. You can auto aim if you want, visible warning. Like I say, you set it up any which way you want. The ESP menu, you go ahead, ESP type, put pyramids around them, name, distance, and weapon, and snap lines, okay? Snap line position in the middle, snap line teams, enemy, so on and so forth. It's pretty easy to understand. It's right there in or I should say orange and clear. Okay, so anyway, then we'll hit D-pad left to close it. Okay, and let's see here. Yeah, and let's see. I'll put myself. Where do I want to put myself? I'll put myself right here. There we go. And as you can see, it all works pretty good. Okay, now you can fly through the air with Jiggy. Okay, because you have Jiggy enabled, and pretty much you can get a real nice lay of the land here and just start blasting shit away. Okay, if you want to be a real dick, okay, you can go to aimbot and you hit unfair. You hit aimbot, hit unfair aimbot, and now you get automatic headshots through buildings, schools, and every freaking thing else under the sun. And you end the game real quick that way and piss off a whole bunch of people. Just like I did online just a little while ago. And this guy said, "Yeah, reported." I was like, "Buddy, you think I give a shit?" He's bragging. He's bragging. "Oh, I kill a bunch of people. I don't need. I'm like going like, "Well, good for you." Jesus. Yeah, you suck your thumb too. Okay. So anyway, okay, that's Ziggy and the off host. Okay, now we'll leave the lobby here. Okay, and just so you can see, tell you what, we'll go ahead and we'll go right to zombies. Zombies use a sentinel menu. Sentinel is the same thing pretty much as Jiggy, holding the trigger, push down the right thumbstick, except you're going to use X to select and pushing on the right thumbstick to back out. So we'll go ahead. We'll do a little local game right here, real quick. Okay, just to show you. All right, there we go. All right, and we'll go to transit. All right, and we'll start the match, and there we are. Okay, life is good. Now, just start the match, and of course, when it fires up, you're going to see a set of instructions over here. All right, stating that the Sentinel is loaded and all that. If I remember to put it on the hard drive, which I'm hoping I did. Yes, I did. Okay, good. So anyway, there's Sentinel Edition. Okay, hold in left trigger, push down right thumbstick, X select, will turn God mode on, infinite ammo, unlimited sprint, double speed, no clip, and toggle the aimbot. Then to back out of it, press the right thumbstick in, go to your weapons menu, grab something a little nastier, like that right there. That usually works pretty good. And then to close the menu, just press on the right thumbstick, press on it again, and you're back out of there. And you can wake up the zombies and everything and move them around and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, here I am. Yeah, looks like you need coffee, bro. Okay, you're not looking so hot, are you? All right, so anyway, yeah, here they come. Yeah, let them have it. And you do all kinds of crazy stuff with this thing. And like I said, everybody's dead. All the zombies are dead. They're already all dead. Okay, so, and when you open the menu up, you know, it's like, there's a ton of stuff on here. Weapons menu, fun menu, models menu, forge menu, zombies menu, power-ups menu, rounds menu, like teleport menu. Okay, X. You can teleport to spawn, tunnel, diner roof, farm, wherever you want to go to. Okay, zombies menu. You can spawn some zombies. You can kill some zombies. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, you make them crawl. Do whatever you want to do with them. All right, back out of there. Uh, I mean, you got your power ups menu where you can shoot power ups. Power ups never leave. Infinite insta kill. Okay, that's enabled. Infinite fire sale. Spawn a power up. Whatever you want to do, you can spawn a nuke. Okay, spawn an insta kill. Spawn full ammo. Okay, spawn double points. Spawn a carpenter. Okay. Insta kill UG. Spawn teller with withdrawal. Okay, I mean so on and so forth. A whole bunch of stuff that you can do on this menu. It's a full on menu. You know, you got the map mods, lobby mods, game settings, all that kind of good stuff. Players menu, all players, so on and so forth. Okay. So anyway, that's zombies with Sentinel. Okay. Back out of there. Yeah, and there we are. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, okay, is I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna show you. Okay, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and get this thing online for the first time. Now, this is very, very important, so you need to pay attention to this. Otherwise, you're going to sit at the Xbox logo for a very long time, and then you're going to message me, and I'm going to say, "Did you follow the instructions?" You're going to say no, and I'm going to kick your ass. I'm kidding. All right, look, it's really simple to do. It's not a big deal. It don't take freaking 3 hours to do it. It's very simple. All right. What we're going to do here, all right, simply this, okay? Before you go plugging in the console and everything else and thinking you're going to get online immediately and just plug it in and go, no, you can't do it that way, all right? You got to get it up on your local area network first. Very important. All right, the easiest way to do this is like this. Open up the drive door, pull the drive out. Now, I know it says 250. It's a 1 terabyte drive. I would not be able to fit all that shit on a 250 gig drive, okay? It's just a label. This is a new shell. I buy them new, okay? So, anyway, leave the hard drive out, plug it in, plug your HDMI cord in, get your controller ready, power the unit on, okay? Now, when the system boots, okay, it's going to bring you to the Xbox 360 original dashboard, okay? As you can see, we booted. Life is good. All right. Now, once we do this, and you get to the original dashboard, we have to go to settings. Then we go to system. Okay. Then we go to network settings. All right. Now you see my Wi-Fi is already check marked off. Okay. Now when you get this thing, of course, it's going to scan for your Wi-Fi and everything. It's going to find it. I want you to click on it, put your password in it. Okay. Now, when you do that, you go ahead, all right, and then you test. You go ahead, you put your password and everything. It's going to automatically test the Xbox Live connection like this. You're going to get a check mark on two red X's because that's dash launch protecting the KB. We don't want to connect to Live right now without a stealth server. And the stealth server is where? On the hard drive. So it's kind of hard, for it to. See what I'm saying? No connection there, okay? So, that's what we want. We want to check mark two red X's, okay? Always make sure you get that damn check mark, no matter what. If you don't get that check mark, you're not getting on your local area network, okay? Which means you better check your router and your router settings and make sure it supports 2.4 gigahertz bandwidth and all that other happy nonsense, which it should, okay, because most of the time they're set up multi-band. But sometimes people just change and they make separate networks for 2.4 gig and separate numbers for. And I'm not about to tell you how to figure out your router. Okay, that's up to you and the instruction set that comes with the router. All right, but anyway, for those of you that have regular, normal security with WP2SK, you're gonna get a check mark on two red X's. Okay, once you do that, power the console off. All right. Now after you power the console off, then what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead. I want you to slip the hard drive in and you'll feel it click. It's real. You'll feel it. Close the door. Most important part of this whole thing right here is pulling this power supply out and leaving it out for 5 minutes. If you don't do that, the DNS is going to get screwed up. You're not going to get hooked to Live. It's that simple. It'll connect to the server, but it won't connect to Live. All right? You'll get all kinds of DNS errors, all kinds of 809, EBC, fuck you error, crap like that, and all that crazy. Okay? So please, leave this out for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes is up, then you take it, plug it in. Okay? Pretty easy. And once you plug it in, now mind you, I'm plugging it in. Why? It's on my network already, so the credentials should be right. The DNS should be right. So it should let me connect. Okay? In theory, it should. Although I have had it make me eat my words, okay? But for all intents and purposes, it'll work. But you leave it out for 5 minutes, okay? Then power the console on. All right? Now, once she boots, yeah, I'm going to set you up right there. There we go. All right. Now, we'll sync up a controller. My HDMI switch is making me really, really angry right now. Really angry. Hang on. I got to reset it because I know it's a stupid switch. I love when this thing plays like this. I hate this thing right here. See what I'm saying? Ah! Okay, anyway. All right, look. It's going to boot up. Okay, now look. Here's the deal here. See the green stuff moving around? It stopped. That means that she connected to the internet. Now she's going to go ahead. She's going to load Aurora. And then you're going to see a plug-in come across the screen. That's good. We're halfway there. That means that we're connected to the internet. We're going to make sure that we're connected to Live, though, okay? So there you are. There's your notifications, okay? Life is grand. All right, but it's not grand yet. Now in Homebrew, you can go to the tools. They're right there, but this is right here, so I'm just going to click that. First thing I want you to go to Xbox 360 dashboard. All right, okay, I want you to hit it. All right, now, if you get the square, okay, that's good. That means that you connected to Live. Okay, Life is good. All right, so hit A, and then pretty much you're going to be good to go. All right, now, you can either make a profile on xboxlive.com, okay, /live. Just make a profile. Use Outlook Express for the email. Okay, make sure to use a phone number so they can verify it because they like to do that sometimes, okay? So make sure you use a good phone number on that thing. All right? And then once you go there and you make your profile, you can go ahead, you can come back here and download it, okay? If you have a profile that that you're going to use and it's not, if you have a retail profile, okay, I beg you to think about making a new one, okay? Don't use your retail profile because you can lose it, okay? Say, like I said, if people report you and they get enough reports, they'll ban the profile. It's not the server, it's people who will report you, okay? So just a warning, all right? Now, if you have a profile that you want to use for Xbox Live on this thing, and you can transfer it off of a console or whatever and put it on a USB stick like this, okay? Now, if you plug it in, okay, just like that. All right, now you see, okay, There you go. Yeah, I got a couple of them. Nightly Corn. That's me. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, this is my live Xbox Live, as you can see. Okay. So we'll go ahead, and what we'll do is then we can go ahead and load it up. All right. Now, should sign in, hopefully, if everything is right with the world. We'll see. It just takes a sweet time. There we go. Now, of course, yes, it's going to ask for the password. Okay? Continue. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to share my password with you. Okay? All right? So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put it in. Okay? So, yeah. And there we go. Okay. All right. Now, I'm doing this real time for you so that way then you can see. So we put our password in and everything's good. Now, if everything is right with the world, when I hit done, this thing should go ahead, and what it should do is it should remember it. Now, if you're downloading it, it's going to download it, okay, after you do that. Okay? Next. Okay, good, we're signed in. And always do the first time that you do this, always do it from the original dash. Okay, don't do it from Aurora because you'll get an error. Okay? Just to let you know. All right, and there we are. Now we're signed in, and now we're on Alliance Live. Okay? Yeah. Look, my buddy, Thought Rain, 1950. Oh, yeah. Wonderful guy. Love him dearly. Anyway, as you can see now, we're online and everything, okay? Now, in the event, okay, that you wind up with a problem and you go to download your profile and it doesn't download, well, it's pretty easy to fix, okay? You get out of that screen where it's saying downloading forever, all right? Go up and go. It shouldn't take long to download a profile. Go to System, okay? Go to Storage, all right? And then what you do is you're going to go ahead, you're going to open up the storage, all right? You're going to open up this hard drive right here, okay? Now, you're going to see profiles underneath there, okay? And the one that you try to download is going to be up underneath this thing, which is corrupt. So all you do is you go ahead, you hover down to it, hit A, and then delete it right off the hard drive. Just get rid of it, okay? After you delete it, then what you do is you back it out here, you go to wide device option, and you clear the system cache, and you do it twice, okay? That's simple. Once you clear the system cache, then you back out of here, back out of here, back out of here, go up, go over, go back to social, sign in, sign out. Okay, once you sign in, everything's right with the world. Hit the guide button. All right, go back to Xbox Home. There you go. Oh, Mike, you sent me another Xbox, did you? Oh boy. Here we go. All right. Anyway, okay, so here we are. Okay, now we're online and we're live. All right, so this is a real true live account now. Okay, so I mean, just so you can see. All right, because I want you to see what the heck I'm seeing here. Okay, so anyway, as you can see now we're online. All right, so now life is good. We have our beacon, we have everything, as you can see, games and apps, everything is all there. Settings, so on and so forth. All right, so on and so forth, man. Everything's there, and she's live. Okay, now if you want to, just to show you, like we have cheats for ghosts right here, okay? Right now. So with ghosts, you can just start it up, and believe me when you do this, okay? Look, whatever you do, all right? If you hit Y, okay, you'll see that there's a synopsis and everything else. If you hit the D-pad, you'll see the little arrow on the D-pad. That'll tell you more about it, and see so on and so forth, okay? Now bring that back. Now what you can do is if you hit that right there and you go ahead and you hit A, well, there's the update for it. Okay, there's a title update for it, okay? If that title update is not installed and selected in it, it's not going to run when you get on live. It's going to crash immediately, okay? So always make sure that your title updates and everything. If you put a new game on it, make sure you got the right title updates and it's put in the content folder. Otherwise, you're going to crash. I'm just telling you right now. It won't be the machine's fault. It won't be the software's fault. It'll be your fault, okay? So make sure that all your title updates, they're up to date and they're installed, okay? Otherwise, you're going to want to put a mess on your hands, all right? So anyway, all right, now you see all that, okay? We'll go ahead, we'll launch the game, all right? As you can see, it launched the title update and everything else, all right? Now, Ghosts are going to start up, and you're going to see Ghosts is bypassed, and you're going to see Ghost cheats are enabled and all that, all right? All we got to do is we're going to hit A. The start button, we'll go to multiplayer, all right? And now you'll see it again. because it's a totally different title that it's loading right now. All right, there you are. Goes to bypass, and you can see the cheats are loaded once again. All right, here's Ghost Cheats loaded, and then you can go to Xbox Live, hit A, okay, hit the hard drive. It's gonna fetch the online profile, okay, and as long as everything is right with the world, you'll be good. Also, for Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2, make sure you have gold on your account, okay? Because if you don't have gold on your account, you're not gonna play online. I'm just telling you right now. But the rest of these, yeah, pretty much you can play on all of them. So, there we are, okay? And there it is. Players online. Right now, 248 players are online, supposedly, okay? You can hit find a match, standard, team deathmatch, whatever, okay? And it will find the best experience and it will load, okay? So, I mean, just so you know, all right? And just so you can see that, I mean, this is what you're going to get. This is what you're going to get. Now, it's going to say best thing. Yeah, it's going to optimizing for best hosts and best whatever, okay? Well, like I said, I've shown you how to do this before. Our cheats work just fine with this thing. All right. It's the same way with BO2. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything right now because I guess out of the uh, out of the area or whatever, you find a match standard. Yeah, I'm not sure. Best experience, no games found. It is what it is. But if you have friends online or whatever, and you have friends, you can always invite them or whatever and play. It ain't no big deal. But just to show you here, you can go ahead here. Wait a minute. We'll leave the lobby. Yeah. Okay. Well, back out here. I just wanted you to see that it is online. It is, it does work and it's fine and dandy. All right. You can do local play if you want. That works too. Okay. You can create do whatever you want. And I'll show you here just so you can see. All right. What our off hosts look like anyway. Okay. Let's see. We'll do game setup. Yeah. Standard modes. We'll do free for all. Okay. There we go. Let's start the match. And just to show you what the cheats are like and all that kind of good stuff, I'll just show you. D-pad left again, like I said, to open it. This menu looks a little different than the other one, okay? Just so you know. All right. Sooner or later, we're going to wind up revamping a whole bunch of stuff anyway. So just to let you know. Grab a gun. D-pad left to open it. There it is, okay? Aimbot on. We can go visible. We can do auto aim. We can do a spin bot. Fast spin. Okay? And then we'll do ESP options. We'll turn that on. Pyramids, name, distance, weapon, bones, snap lines, and enemy, of course. And you turn all this crap on right here. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Well, let me make sure I didn't do anything crazy. Yep. Okay, good. All right. Then just hit D-pad left to close the menu. Pretty much you're going to get all kinds of crazy stuff here. There we go. So on and so forth, and as you can see, it all works rather well. And this is what you're going to get when you're online too. Okay, same thing. Ouch. Now, mind you, of course, you don't have God mode on this thing. All right, but however, though, this does help a bunch. Okay, that I can tell you. So it is what it is. Okay, and it works pretty good. So for right now, it's really decent. The advanced warfare cheats you're going to see are going to be really nice. You're going to like them. Yeah, bitch. Freaking A, man. Really? Seriously, you son of a bitch. Alright, so anyway, as you can see, same stuff, okay? So it all works good. So just to let you know. Alright, now we're going to bring that back. Alright, now you've seen that. You've seen how it's logged in. You see how it works and everything, okay? And you see that it's online and it works just fine. Ain't no problems, okay? Now, here's the deal here. Alright, now I'm going to show you some stuff here that I deem that pretty important because, well, if you don't listen to this, you're going to wind up with a mess on your hands too. Now, there's a lot of new people out there that they don't know, about how to copy and paste files and folders and all that stuff. And I know it gets kind of boring when you got to hear it, but, I want you to understand, why you need to know this stuff, okay? Because remember, now this is a modified Xbox. It's not an Xbox. All the safeties are off. You could screw up a lot of stuff if you don't know what you're doing, okay? Simply copying and pasting a file over, if you copy it to the wrong place, it's got the same file name, and you got a bad file on there, you can screw this whole thing up. All right, so you got to be careful. All right, and that's the reason why I go through this with you. All right, now look. All right, remember when I showed you the file manager? Okay, this is pretty simple. All right, when you hit the back button, the file manager will come up. Okay, now once the file manager comes up, all right, now let's see here. Can you see that all right? Yeah. It might be a little too bright. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's my page. Oh, okay, you can see it. Okay. All right, look. Let me let me do something here. Hang on here, 1 second. All right. Let me do this, and that way then I can make it look a little better for you. All right. Hang on 1 second here. Here we go. Okay, now let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. Now you can see everything. All right. Now look. We go to File Manager. Okay. Now, as you can see, all right, we have the left one, we have the right window pane right here on the left. So if you hit L button, that's going to bring this one up here. Hit R, it's going to brighten up that one, and then you're going to have the right one. Okay. Now, making this very simple, copying from left to right. Okay, it's really simple. All right. All you got to do is go down to HED1 and select that. Okay. Now in the main part of this, where the root of the drive right here, you have your kv.bin, the identity of the Xbox. Okay, the soul of the Xbox, you should say. You got, your XEXs. This is all in the main right here. Okay, XE cheats. That is a menu for BO2. Okay, you can enable in a plugin, but you have an off host, so you don't have to waste the plugin space. Okay. Um, you'll notice here that you have XDRPC. XDRPC happens to be a tool that lets you put as many mod menus in it as you want to, and in that way, then you can run them without filling up your plugins in Dash Launch, so on and so forth. Okay. Your launch initialization file. Okay, very important. That sets the Xbox up. Okay, and of course, use Dash Launch to access that and do your settings in there. Okay, XBDM. That is for network access, and that is to let neighborhood be able to connect to this thing as well as your local area network. Never, ever, ever remove that from plugin one. Okay, unless you know what you're doing. All right. If you don't know what you don't mess with that. Okay, leave it alone. All right. But anyway, now look, you want to copy a file or folder over or whatever. Okay, so yeah, we have HDD1. Now mind you, I got a USB stick in this thing already. All right, because as you can see, USB 0. Now, that's where my online profile is now because I'm not putting a profile on this thing. All right, look, you take whatever you got. You take a USB stick. It's 2.0. You format it FAT32. Put your menu or your KV or whatever it is on this damn thing. All right. Then what I want you to do is shove it in the Xbox. Okay. If you can ever get it in the damn thing. Of course, I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Now it's saying you'll see USB inserted, and it'll be known as USB 1. Okay. There you are. All right. Now, what you want to do is on this side here, we want to go to HDD1. We're copying from right to left. Okay. So I'm going to hit LB. All right. Well, RB, I should say, and I bring it over here, and I'm going to select USB 1. Okay, now I want to put a menu on it. So I'm going to go down here. I'm using a trigger to go down page by page because it works faster. All right, now I'm going to hit X to select this thing. I'm going to hit copy. All right, it's in queue to copy. Hit LB. Okay, and all I got to do is bring it over here, drop this down here. It'll go to paste right there. And now to paste, it'll ask for confirmation. You paste it, and there it is. Then you can go into Dash Launch, set it as one of the plugins, and there's your menu right there. Okay? It's that easy. It's the same thing with a kv.bin. Okay? If you got to copy a KV over, let's say a KV gets banned or whatever, okay? And you need a new KV on this thing. Well, it's the same thing. Put the KV on a freaking on the FAT32 stick. Make sure it's named exactly kv.bin. You can't have bracket 1, close bracket. The Xbox will never see that. All right? It's a computer. It's literal. It has to be KV period bin. So if your computer changed it, that means that you already had a KV on there, and what it did was it completely renamed it for you. Okay, well you don't want that because if it renames it and you copy it over where it says kv.bin open bracket 1 close bracket, well you're gonna wind up with a mess on your hands because you know what? The Xbox ain't gonna see it, ain't gonna even pay attention to it. Okay, it's looking exactly for that name. All right, so it better be exactly that name. So you better know how to rename it in your computer in order to friggin' get it to be that name. Or rename it here. Just by going up right here. Okay, let's see here. Wait a minute. We do this. Bring this over. See that? It says rename. You can rename it. Alright? So, just so you know. Okay? So anyway, that's how you copy and paste files and folders over. Now, to delete it, X to select it. X. Yes. And it's gone. That's it. Still on USB 1, but it's gone from HDD 1. It's that simple. Okay? So that's how we do that. Now I'm going to back out of here and back out of here. Okay, I'm going to pull this USB stick. And now what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to show you how to copy and paste the file and folder over from using FTP. You can download WinSCP for Windows. Just Google it. You'll find it. Install like you would a normal program. You could download Xbox 360 Neighborhood. Download it. Install it. You're good. Okay? You know, I mean, just install on your computer. Just like you would a normal program. All right, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fire this thing up here. All right? Now, my computer, of course, with the COVID-19 background. Wait a minute. I forgot something. I want to make sure of the IP address. Okay? So, make sure of your IP address right here. All right? Hit back. All right, and there you go, 192.168.1.19. That's your local area IP address, okay? It's not your public IP, okay? Because I wouldn't throw that up on the screen. You get friggin' DDoS and every friggin' thing else under the sun. All right, so, anyway, needless to say, okay, here we are. All right, now, what do we do? All right, in plain English, you installed WinSCP, which is FTP. Bring it down here, there's WinSCP, open it up, okay? You're going to always use, now I'm not sure if I opened it twice. Yes, I did. Okay, file protocol is always going to be FTP, okay? Now, port is always going to be 21. You're going to use no encryption on it, all right? And you're going to type in 192.168.1.19, okay? Now, username is going to be Xbox FTP, and then your password is going to be Xbox FTP. Pretty easy. Log in. And there you go. There's your remote directory right there. There's HCD1 right there. Copying and pasting a file, okay? Look. Let's see here. Tell you what. We'll grab hold of Stuart, okay? So, left click on it, left click, drag it. Well, no, we don't want to do that. No. Okay, what we want to do is we want to drag it, drop it. It's going to copy it. There it is, okay? Real simple. Delete it. Left click, right click, and of course delete. Okay. That's how simple it is to copy a file and folder over. It's the same thing with kv.bin. Okay? You know, you grab hold of your kv, bring it over here, and just drop it. All right? Make sure it doesn't have the stupid little numbers by it. All right? Now you've seen that in FTP. That's how FTP works. Okay? You can use FileZilla on Linux. You can use the Mac file transfer protocol on a Macintosh. You can download, if you want to, from your Google phone. You can go to the Play Store, download an FTP client, connect to it as well. All right? Now, for those of you who are adventurous, you can go ahead and download the Xbox 360 Neighborhood SDK, which is readily available. YouTube, anywhere you go, you can find it. You can just type that in and you're good. All right, after you install it, you'll see a big green blob on your screen right over here. Okay? You double click on that. And we're going to add an Xbox 360 to the network. Okay? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to click on that. Okay, we're going to hit next. And I'm going to type in the IP address of the Xbox. Now, you can type in JTAG, and if it's the only one that's on your network, it will find it and put it in there. And then, of course, you set it to default, okay? I'm going to hit next. And no, I'm going to hit no here because I don't need it as a default. You're going to hit yes, okay? Then hit next. Finish. Done. There it is right there. Open it up, right click, open Explorer, reboot, screen capture, synchronize time, security. It says default Xbox 360, delete, property, so on and so forth, okay? You want to open it up, double click on it, okay? And it's going to take its little sweet time here loading the directory because that's what it does. Except when you have a really, really good Wi-Fi, then it works great, you know, I mean, but, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's fine. There you are. There's your volume HDD1. Double click on that, okay? And it's going to go ahead, and then you will have your files and your folders on this thing. Then, of course, to open up, you want to open up another instance of Explorer. Okay, while this thing is opening. See, there we are. It's still going. Just give it a minute. It's just the way TCP works. What am I going to tell you? Yes, there we go. Okay, there's your files, your folders, your kv.bin, and all that crap. Okay, you don't need a password to log into this thing. You don't have to type in Xbox, you know, FTP or whatever, because it's not. All right. So anyway. I'm going to copy a file and folder over. It's nothing more than an instance of Explorer with TCP, okay, as an added bonus. All right, so anyway, okay, we can right-click on that. We can file Explorer, okay, it'll bring it up, put it right over the Xbox 360 neighborhood where you don't want it to be, but that's where it goes. All right, go to your desktop right here and go to whatever file it is that you want to copy over, okay, like this one right here, okay? Select it, drag it, and drop it. There it is. To delete it, right click on it. Pretty much piece of cake. It's going to give you a dialog. And delete. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it's going to ask for confirmation. Give it a minute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, and there you go. Also, there's a lot of other things that you can do with this program. Like let's say okay, if you have this connected all the time and everything, which I know a lot of people do, okay, because they use it for tools and everything, okay. Yeah, you can go to your games section right here, okay, and your games folder has all the games in it, of course. Now, of course, yeah, this one is 1 terabyte, so it's gonna take its sweet little time. Okay, but there you are. Okay, now let's say we want to start a game up. Okay, all right. Well, it's pretty easy. You can go to whatever game that you want. Okay, like we can go back to Ghosts. Okay, double click on that. You can open it up. All right, and you will see the actual game in this thing. All right. Now, okay. Then we can go to default. We can go to default multiplayer, default XCX. Okay. Now all you got to do is just right click on that. Okay. See that word launch? Well, if you launch it, guess what? You flop over to the Xbox. Well, give it a second, and there it is. It launched for you. Okay. Then of course you can also reboot the console from here as well. Okay. You can also cut the activity and everything else. You know, I mean, you can go ahead and let's see here. We can bring this back and out of here. All right. File system. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay. Unspecified error. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Didn't like that. Hang on. It's about to. This is where Windows Explorer gets interesting. Okay, because as you can see, like I said, TCP. Same thing. Okay, you know. Yeah, it's gonna crash my Windows. I'm telling you right now. Yep. Nope. Didn't do it. Good. Okay, let's see if I can. Nope. Can't do anything. Not responding. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Wait a minute. Give it a second. Give it a second. It'll work. I think. Any day now. Not sure. I don't think it liked that. No, it didn't like that. It's like it's. So we got the spinning circle of death. Okay, wait a minute. It's doing something here. Sorry about that, but hey, listen, it happens. What are you gonna do? Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, I brought it back to JTAG. There we are. Okay. All right. So anyway, you can go to bring it back to neighborhood right there. And you right click on that. You can even reboot the console. Okay. You know, shut it down, secure it, whatever you want to do to it, you can do right here from here. Okay. You know, I mean, so far, I mean, you know, like I said, so you know, there's a lot more to neighborhood than that. Okay, just to let you know. All right. So that's how that works. All right. Now I hope that that was informative for you people. And you know, like I said, you know, I mean, I want you to be able to, you know, be able to use this thing like right out of the box, the way you should. Okay, because you know, it's not that hard. All right. But anyway, there you go, and we're good, and we'll bring it back to Aurora, and life is grand. Okay. So listen, Day Day. I just want to thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. We're going to ship it off tomorrow morning. It's going out the door. All right. You'll get a tracking number. All right, and I hope that you like it. And like I said, don't lose this. Please don't lose this. Most of the people that get these damn things, they lose them all the time. And they message me, man. I'm like going like, oh no, you know. I mean, so please don't lose this thing, okay? So anyway, pretty much there you go. All right, that's Day Day's console. So now we're gonna shut this thing off right here. All right. And Day Day, again, thank you for your business, man. I really do appreciate it, brother. I really do. I'm gonna go ahead. And I'm going to put a sticker on this thing. And it goes to the dungeon where Lorraine is to go ahead and run her assembly line. Okay? Now, let's see here. We have Mr. Jaden Shaw. Now, Jaden, being the type of person he is, and I've known Jaden for many, many years. Okay? Jaden's a good guy. All right? This is going to be a little birthday present to his friend Dylan. Okay? So, he bought one of these. Okay, slim. It's 250 gig drive. He even bought a mounted ROL for it, which I did for him and everything. So we're plugging it in. We'll fire it up. What you wanted with your ROL. Okay, as you can see, red, blue, red, blue. Okay, just that's what you wanted. Well, that's what you got. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up right here. And my HDMI switch is not playing nice at all. No, it's not. It has to do with the wiring and everything. I know what it is. Alright, so anyway. Okay, as you can see, we're firing up. I'm going to go ahead. Let's pick up a controller. Okay. And Jaden, you got the same thing except a smaller hard drive, alright? And this is what I meant by hard drive size and all this crap. Okay, as you can see, Aurora, setup, purge, all good. Alright, now look. Show all, RB, bring it over. Alright, and as you can see, all of your games, including NCAA Football 14, College Football Revamp with the version 11 mod. Okay, all games that you can want, alright, that he's going to be happy with right there. Okay, as you can see, there's pretty much a lot of them. Alright, Xbox Live Arcade. And yes, you have Live Arcade on this thing. Okay, homebrew section. Yeah, your tools. Classic games. There you go. Indie games. Emulators. Back to show all. Now, let me explain something to you. Okay? Forgot to go over with Day Day here. Classic games. To launch a classic game, you got to put it in bypass mode. Bypass mode. Power the console on. Hit the eject button. Leave the tray hanging out. Aurora will suck it in. Once you do that, you can go ahead and then you can play a classic game on this thing. All right? Just remember, you can't play any Xbox Live 360 games on this thing while you're in bypass mode because, of course, it doesn't have any connection to Xbox Live. Okay? Because you're emulating what? An Xbox from back in 2002. Okay? So there you go. So, anyway, needless to say, as you can see, it's all right there. All right, now, okay, just so you can see here. All right, we'll go ahead. We'll go to Xbox 360 games. All right, you'll see that it's up. It is online, and it is live, of course. Okay, there you go. Again, Dylan. Yes, I named it right. Okay, got it? Good. Bypass the sign-in. You'll see that it's up. It's online. It's live. Good KB on it. We'll go ahead. We'll bring it back to Xbox Home. And Jaden, you know how my consoles work, man, because you bought a ton of them from me. So, you know exactly what to expect, okay? So, there you go. All right? Life is grand, as you can see. All right? So, happy birthday, Dylan, and many, many more. You got a good friend there. Remember that, okay? Just remember that. I said, not everybody can go ahead and just buy a console for someone and on their birthday. You know, I mean, that's really cool. Thank you. I mean, I respect that. All right, so anyway, there you go. Life is good. You're all ready to go. All right, Jaden? So just to show you, all right? Listen, thanks again for your business, brother, over the years. And this one, too, as well. And I know you want a Star Wars one with a dual man and all that other crap. Well, we can do that, okay? We can do that whenever you're ready. You just let me know. And I'll make sure it happens, Captain. Okay? So anyway, there you go. We're good there. I'm going to turn this off. Then what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to go ahead. All right, now what I'm going to do here is we have Mr. Nathan Webster, okay? Nathan bought a console off the website from us as well. All right, and just to show you here, Nate, okay, you have a remote as well. You wanted all that crap, and it's a 1 terabyte drive, just like Jaden's. So I mean, just like Day Day's. So anyway, here it is, all good to go. We'll fire it up. As you can see, yeah, you got the funny looking lights too and everything else. And yes, they all work and everything works right, okay? And red, green, blue, yellow, cyan, and purple, okay? Now, system booted, okay? And Nathan, like I said, follow the guide in the first one that I did. That way then, just follow that and you'll be fine, okay? Because they all work the same way, all right? So anyway, whoopsie, wait a minute. Oh, dang it. You know what's real funny? This is what's real funny. Oh, my God. I can't believe I did that. Your hard drive. Okay. Notice brand new, by the way. That was just low. Oh, shut up, Viper. I got a cat here. Okay. Anyway. Tell you what I'm going to do, guys. Okay. I'm going to have to put that puppy in there. I'm sorry about that. All right, so anyway, I'll tell you what. You know what? I think I got a shell casing here. Right now, one that'll work for quickly. Okay, so just so you can see. Sorry about that. Brother, man. I'm sorry, Nate. I'm slipping, bro. Okay. There we go. All right, now we have a hard drive in it now. Okay. Now, Let's fire this up again. Oh my God. See, that's what happens when you do multiple ones, man. You sometimes you just forget, and then the next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, I forgot about that. All right. Anyway, you can see it boots fast anyway. Okay, now it's gonna boot, and it's gonna be loaded just like the other 1 terabyte drive. Okay, so, and hey, at least, what the hell? Wait a minute, it didn't. You son of a. There. Sorry about that. Anyway, at least you know I use new drives. Okay, all right. So let me sync up a controller again. And as you can see, it's a very fast booter because when you shove that hard drive in, it resets the console. So as you can see, no wait time. Life is good. Sorry about that. Now to boot up to the hard drive. It should anyway. And we're gonna go to Aurora, and I'll show you everything that's on here just so you can see. There you go. Okay, life is good. God, that was. Oh my God, that was so. Oh. Yep. Well, I'm human too, just like everybody else. Okay, everybody makes mistakes. All right. So anyway, as you can see, there you are. You booted up. Okay. Now, same complement that's on the other 1 terabyte. All right, as you can see. Okay, all your stuff here. College football revamp, version 11.2 mod on it. Okay, as well. And you got a whole ton of other games on there as well that should keep you busy for a while, as you can see. All right, so on and so forth. They already, their title updates have been downloaded and everything else, so you should be all good to go. All right. So now we'll hit that. Go over Xbox Live Arcade. Yep, you got a ton of arcade on here. All right. Homebrew section, you got a ton of that as well. Okay. Your classic games, you got a ton of that too. So on and so forth. Some of them don't have title artwork because they've never been uploaded to the server. So, you know, kind of snafu on that one. Okay, your indie games, there's a ton of them on there too. And then of course you got your emulators, okay, from MAME and Sega and Game Boy Advance and all that crap. All right, back to show all. There you go. How long will RGH be a thing? Well, Dason Mods, how long do you think it's going to be a thing? Dude, I've been asking that question since 2007 when I first started. Well, no, that's not when I first started. I first started hacking them on the original Xbox with the DVD hack that Team Executor came out for the original Xbox, the black one, okay? And since 2002, I've been asking myself that same question. How long is it going to be a thing? I still get orders for original Xboxes, man. Okay, so, it's not just for online. It does multi games, multi tab, multi everything. So it's gonna be there for a while. I'm telling you, it's gonna be there for a while. And anybody that's running around saying the server's gonna go down or whatever, that's a lie too. Because guess what? When Xbox found out when they removed the original Xbox server for the original console and how many people were freaking pissed off, well, they learned their lesson from that. Okay, and why do you think now the Xbox One is backwards compatibility as well? Okay, because why? That network, the infrastructure is the same. So guess what? As long as they're supporting backwards compatibility, in which they are in a big freaking way, guess what? The server's gonna be around for a long freaking time. And anybody that tells you different, tell them that they're blowing smoke up your ass because that's what the freak they're doing. And you know what? Anyone can run around and say it, okay? But here's the thing: was it ever announced from Xbox? No. So therefore, guess what? Those people running around saying it are nothing but a bunch of freaking morons that just want to get a rise out of you. Okay, so just don't even pay attention to them. Just laugh at them, spit in their face, and walk away from them because that's basically what they're worth. Nothing but garbage. Okay, toxic. Okay, toxic to the community. So anyway, okay. So here we are. We're back at Show All. All right. And, like I said, you got all your games and everything. Now, just to show you that it's online. Here we go. All right, we'll go there. All right, now it should give me there you are. Okay, Nate Webster. You're on Alliance Live. There you go. Got it? Good. Bypass the sign-in. You'll see it's got a good KV. Everything is cool on it, okay? This is the original KV that came with the motherboard, by the way. So, it was a retail console before I got my freaking hands on it. All right? So, anyway, there you go. And then if you look at the guide here, like I said, your BO2 cheats, Go Sheets, Modern Warfare 3 cheats. This one's going to be coming active very shortly, okay? Just to let you know. All right. When it goes active, I might do a little live stream with it just to show you what, where, how, and who, and then push the update to the server. If all you guys get a server update, you know that that's it. So there you go. All right. So anyway, okay, we'll bring this back to Aurora, and pretty much you're all good to go. Nate, listen, thank you for your business. Don't worry, I'm gonna put a cover on the hard drive. Don't worry about it, man. God, I just forgot that I didn't put it in there. I was kind of busy with it, if you know what I'm saying, all right? But anyway, it's all there, man, okay? Thanks again for your business, brother. I greatly do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you very, very much, okay? Oh, I'll turn that one off, okay? That's good old Nate Webster. And then, what I'm going to do here, take that one off. And last but not least, we have good old Caitlin Snodgrass, okay? Now, Caitlin purchased a console from me, okay? And here it is. It's all done. Now, this one is just standard 250 gig drive, okay? Slim console. I'm going to boot it up. No fancy colors or anything. She wanted a no-nonsense console, so that's what I got her, okay? Well, anyway, once she boots, okay, it's gonna go ahead and it's gonna go ahead and it's gonna log into Aurora. There you go. All right, she booted. Life is grand. All right, now you'll see it'll boot up. You're gonna get into you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna get into Aurora, and this is, like I said, this one is a 250 gig drive as well. Just to let you know. We'll make sure that this one worked. Did I forget the hard drive in this one? No, I didn't. Look at that. Okay, now. All right, as you can see, okay, we're in show all. And we'll sync the controller, which I forgot to sync. There we go. Okay, now. All right, and here we are, Xbox 360. Okay, 250 gig drive, same complement as the other one, okay, that Jaden Shaw has. All right, and there you are. All right, and you got your Xbox Live Arcade. And, of course, you got your homebrew. And then, of course, you got your classic games. And by golly, yes, you got some indie games. And then, of course, your emulators. And back to show all. Okay? So, we'll make sure that it goes online here. There we go. Alright, and then you should get a square. There we are. Just follow the instructions I gave you. You'll have 30 days, by the way. Don't worry about that. Just follow the instructions that I gave in the first console that I streamed. Follow that guide. You'll be fine. You will not have any problems whatsoever. Okay? You shouldn't anyway. Unless your router's a piece of crap, okay? You know, and so on and so forth, all right? Anyway, bypass the sign in, you'll see it's up, it's online, got a good KV, life is grand, okay? Oh, we'll bring it over, bring it back home. That'll take it back to Aurora, and you're all good to go. Caitlin, thank you for your business. Oh, and Alexi Connexi, or whatever the heck her name is. That's it. This is Alexi's friend, and she told her about me, so, you know, listen, thank you so much, okay? I greatly do appreciate it, okay? And Caitlin, enjoy the console. If you have any questions, please just email me or whatever. I don't think you're on Facebook or not or whatever, but just email me if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, okay? And, you know, like I said, I want to thank everybody, okay? Thank you all for your business. I greatly do appreciate it. Like I said, I love you guys very much. And, you know, like I said, what you do for me, hey, listen, I appreciate it, okay? More than you guys know. And, you know, like I said, we'll get these all shipped out tomorrow. You'll all get tracking numbers. They will be sent to you from our website in an email, okay? To the email that you use to purchase these things, all right? The tracking will be through USPS.com, and you just punch in that tracking number and you'll see, okay? So as soon as Lorraine gets these all processed and everything else, you'll get your tracking numbers before they ship. And then, of course, tomorrow I'll go ahead and I'll get them down and we'll ship them off and everything will be fine and dandy. So listen, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, I greatly do appreciate it. I hope that you guys have a good one and be safe, all right? And you all have a great night. And I'm going to holler at you later. I got a bunch more to do. Talk to you all later. Take it easy, guys.